Namato Ratanatayasa. May I pay homage to Triple Zim, the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. We are all gathering here at this time to practice meditation. Today we have just reflected on a Buddha's virtue, reflected his teachings, which is timeless and apparently here and now, and reflecting on the virtues of the community. Now this is time to reflect upon ourselves. Reflecting on ourselves according to the Buddha's instructions, we begin from aware of the body, bodily functions, made up of body, and how do we feel about this body, how that connects to the world, and how our relationship with the world. And each time when our self come to contact with this world, how we relate, how we cognize and experience the world. And ultimately, a reflection is about our own true self, beyond a name, nationality, culture, ethnicity, religion, a pure oneself, the existence of our own self. And as we reflect upon our existence, we also will be able to relate to the world, how we relate. And as the relationship builds up, how we react. And each reaction can define into returning back to the samsara or vivatta, walking to the path to the liberation. Developing the factors of enlightenment is sati, the mindfulness, and having a clear understanding about things that we observe, things that we come across, and our relationship with it. And with this understanding that how suffering arises and how that affects and what should be done. So this is the clear instructions that the Buddha gave us to reflect, contemplate. It's called anupassana, anupassi, returning back again and again, reviewing it again and again. And when we talk about reviewing or reflecting, recollecting our own body, we begin with observing the breath, incoming breath, outgoing breath, knowing as it comes in, goes out. Learn to know the different breaths, longer or shorter breaths. Learn to know how it is connected to this body and how body is connected to this breath. How breath makes our body calm and relax, and how our body, the calm body, calms the breath coming in and going out. An ability to be mindful of whatever state of the body is, being mindful of that. Whether we are sitting, whether we are walking, whether we are standing, whether we are lying down, we become mindful of it. And we also become mindful as we turn around, move around, even the minor bodily movements. And further on, investigating the different parts of our body. The whole body is a combination of different parts coming together, and each part working on its own way. We have no control over it at all. And these again, each and individual parts made of the 4 elements. Earth, water, fire, wind. Combination of that, these parts are created. So it's a condition created. But because of not knowing this reality condition created, we tend to grasp, we tend to have an attachment. This is me, this is mine. But when we reflect the day when we leave this body on this earth, if we can observe this body decays slowly until it dispersed on the earth. But because of the attachment and the clinging onto it, whatever comes to contact, we tend to identify and tend to observe it as a pleasant or unpleasant, a like or dislike. And on the basis of this liking and disliking, we proliferate, intentionally want to change or intentionally want to make it better, want to make it happen or keep it, grasping or rejecting. And with this, we engage in this worldly matters of creation and creating further and further. So we simply returning back to the samvatati in the samsara. So that's why very moment when things comes to contact, eye sees things, ear hears things, ability to be mindful of that, an ability to know that which state of the mind that we are having when we observe those objects. How are we experiencing? So understanding in this way helps us to realize the way it is and let it be. And this is what the instructions are given: to reflect, to recollect, to review, and to understand the reality pertaining to the truth. It all begins from learning to keep our mind settled, taming this wild mind, and gradually extending to understand the true nature of mind itself. Once we fully understood it, then we will be able to understand the entire world system, and finally attaining the Nibbana. So with this in mind, keeping upright position, settling down, grounding yourself. If your mind is restless, spend some time on one particular place called the primary object. Otherwise, based on the primary object, standing on it, observing anything that arises, and let it be. Do not create any resistance if there is not happening anything that you want, and do not grasp or desire anything that you experience nicer, good, but knowing the way it is as they are, and letting be. To continue practicing until you hear the gong. Now we'll practice the loving kindness meditation, so relax yourself and bring your attention to the body, aware of any sensations. And bring that awareness to your hands and to your heart, feeling the beating heart and generating loving kindness and compassion to yourself. I am well, I am happy, I am at peace. May no harm come to me, may no danger come to me. May I be safe, may I be success. May I be liberated. Similarly, sharing loving kindness and compassion to all other sentient beings, starting from near dear ones, our parents, husband or wife, children, family, friends, relatives, and all sentient beings far and wide, visible and invisible beings in this room, in this country, on earth, in the universe. Whatever beings there are, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be at peace, may they be free from sufferings, hurtfulness, hatred, calamities, troubles of body and mind. May they be safe, may they be successful, may they be liberated. And bring that attention to your hand, aware of sensations in your hand and to your body. And as you hear the gong slowly coming out, and reflect for a few moments. Let's pay respect to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Sawakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Subhatipanno Bhagavato Sangho Sanghang Namami.